Whatever your situation, no matter how bad it seems, know that there are blessings that are hidden, blessings that are disguised as undesirable situations, and it will all unfold itself. That's what's happening in today's video. So we will get into it. Hi, hello. I'm Julie Robinson, an angel intuitive, and welcome to weekly oracle card reading and auto write for the week of January the 13th through to the 20th. So let's start off by talking about the angels, the archangels from the angelic realm who are working with us today, starting with the auto write that I have in my magical book. I started off by channeling Archangel Raphael, and you know how I recognized that it was Raphael I was speaking to? All of a sudden, this beautiful emerald green color appeared in my third eye. It was just like right here, and I was like, oh my God, Raphael! Like he's a superstar, and he is a superstar, right? He can heal people, he can help you with your healing career, and I get so excited talking about angels. So let's take a look at what he said today. He said, he says it's okay to be by yourself. So this is the message that's coming through. It's okay to be by yourself. And that let me wonder if some of you are feeling like it's not okay to be by yourself. If there's a feeling of guilt or shame even associated with you spending time with yourself lately. We just went through the Christmas holidays. Some of us are burnt out. Some of you might be feeling burnt out financially. The angels are whispering in my ear right now. Some of you might be emotionally burnt out. Maybe you had a tumultuous Christmas, and maybe you had a great Christmas, but you're still emotionally tired. So know that Archangel Raphael says it's okay to recoup and spend time by yourself. And that he also says that during your time alone, there's nothing wrong with it because there's much to be accomplished when you are in solitude. That it's time to take some time for yourself, with yourself, to be friends with yourself. Let's take a look at this concept of being alone. We call it in society being alone, but actually it's being with yourself. And I think that it can be a very supportive practice. It may only need to be the only practice that you have this week is spending time with yourself. If you can't meditate, if you can't journal, why not make your spiritual practice this week the ability to be with yourself? Now, I talk about this a lot in my healing sessions, and the one thing that I know that the angels have always guided me to say is that being with yourself, no matter what state you're in, is love, right? Love means to stay with. And so when we really look at staying with ourselves, we're also meaning that we are loving ourselves. So if you're feeling tired right now, accept the fact that you're tired, not push yourself. Stay with the emotions, stay with the energy. That is to love thyself. In my understanding of the angelic message that I've received over the years about staying with yourself in love. And also if you're in a bad mood, stay with that, investigate that, and then resolve that within yourself. We can do a lot of resolution by spending time with ourselves like we do in our romantic relationships. Like if an issue comes up with your romantic partner, you have to work it out together. And it's the same thing with yourself. I don't know why people think that it is any different, except for the fact that we aren't provided the tools in our society in North America. And it's certainly not embedded in the school system curriculum. Sorry, my phone is going off and I forgot to turn it off. I'll turn it off because that is distracting from my message. Thank you so much for your patience. And so back to the message is spend time with yourself and really investigate how you're feeling. And sometimes it's just accepting how you're feeling. Perhaps your self is saying to you, I'm tired. Like I just need a break. And then you acknowledge that and you go, okay, I'm hearing and I'm feeling like I'm tired, like I need a break. And so I'm going to not fight that. I'm going to give myself like 1 or 2 days off. I'm not going to guilt trip myself about it. I'm not going to feel ashamed about that. I'm not going to belittle myself about it. I'm going to accept that. And as a result, this love, this feeling of love is formed inside of you because you feel supported. It's almost like there's two of you. I'm really implying that there is two of you. There's the self and then there's the I. And we don't need to get into that right now, but just know that it's okay to be alone. All right. And then Archangel Michael steps forward now and says, let go of fear, dear one, and rest your cares on my wing. He said it in a much more poetic way. By the way, when I wrote it down, it sounded much more beautiful than that. I can feel someone's anxiety right now. So if you're noticing I'm a little short of breath, it's because that is sort of working against the peaceful state that I'm in as somebody that's in the other room. And so I can really feel it quite strongly. And yeah, some of you might be dealing with anxiety right now. And it's really important that you look at that in your time of alone and to really work with Michael to rest that on his wing. And really what he means is to give it to him. He's saying that a lot of us feel that we need to deal and handle with problems ourselves and on our own. And I don't think that that was grammatically correct, but you know what I mean, is that we need to give our cares to the angels. They're our teammates, and we don't have to handle everything on our own strength. And so he's saying there's no need to hold on to this weight. It's heavy. Put it down, right? So whatever you're carrying right now, whatever guilt or shame or fear that you have, literally call in Archangel Michael to your side. Let's all do that right now. Archangel Michael, please come to me now. And he immediately appears. You know, the angels always want to intervene. They just need our permission. And then he's saying, take a deep breath in and release. And you should feel an immediate shift in your energy. And then ask him to shield you with beautiful white and purple light to sort of buffer all the energy that's around you. And I even feel better from the anxiousness in the other room. Okay. And then he says, get outside. There's really this message of getting out into nature this week. Get outside. Rest your shoulder upon the sun. Wow, Michael, you are so Shakespeare right now. Get outside. Rest your shoulder upon the sun. Cry out towards the sky. Lift your head and shoulders and let yourself fly. And he's really rhyming it today. I mean, I may have helped him a little, but no, that's what he said. He says, you know, you can laugh with your angels. They're not priests in the Catholic Church. You don't have to be like, you know, oh, Father in the confessional. You know, I'm sorry, but I grew up Catholic, so that, you know, a lot of us carry that sort of guilt and we go to the angels with guilt. You don't have to. Now I've learned to relax and just laugh with the angels, and we have a great relationship. And hopefully I got that message accurately. Really what he's saying is get outside. You know, when you have cares, when you have worries, and you get outside in nature, you get outdoors, you release it. The sun heals you. The sun clears you. And so does the fresh air. So try it this week. If you're in Calgary, we are in the best place to live ever. I mean, if you're in the vicinity, we've got Lake Louise, we have Banff, we have Canmore. I mean, the list goes on. And Archangel Michael's etheric temple of faith and protection is up near Canmore. So check it out. Okay, the other message says, trust and know that everything is going in your favor right now. This is still from Michael. Trust that it's going in your favor, even though it may not seem so. This is what is meant by the adage, see the blessings in disguise. And speaking of recognizing the good behind the illusion of what appears to be lack, or seeing the good behind what appears to be behind the illusion of an obstacle. That topic is actually going to be discussed on Monday's Angel Heart Talk Show. Okay, seeing the blessings in disguise. And we'll be discussing how to really have faith despite everything that's going on in your situations, because there are blessings that are hidden and you will soon understand them. So I really want to talk to you and teach you about how to do that, because it can save you a lot of grief. And also remember to ask your angel team for help with this, you know, with your feelings that might be stirred up because of things not going your way. And they can even provide you answers that give you a glimpse of what's happening behind the scenes. I know with a lot of people in my life, we're all trying our best to communicate, hopefully, and sometimes I don't always understand why people do the things that they do. I just take a moment, I check in with Archangel Michael, my guide, and I say, hey, why did so-and-so say this? Like, what was going on with them? And he lets me know. They were stressed out. That had nothing to do with you. That person needs a break, or this person's really excited to spend time with you. And although my friends and clients and family may not always be able to articulate all that I need in order to understand and process what's happening, I have my team of angels that help me to process things. And you do too. Archangel Michael is the best. He gives me behind the scenes information behind other people's behavior, and it has saved me a lot of grief, and it can save you a lot of grief too. Now let's get into the oracle card reading for today. Let's work with Archangel Raphael's healing oracle cards because we need that gentle energy right now. He's saying, especially after the Christmas holidays, and yes, Michael, we will get back to you. And this card just flew out of the deck. Hang on while I get it. And you can look at all my shelves behind me, and no, I'm not cleaning them, and I need everything that's there to be visible so I can just grab it before an appointment. So if you don't like that, that's your problem. All right. And I say that with love, and I also mean it. Okay, unconditional joy. That means that you have joy regardless of the conditions. Conditions are the environment. Conditions are other people's behavior that you cannot control. Conditions are the weather. Conditions are timing. We don't have control over any of those things, despite how many things we put into our calendars on our phones and how much we try to plan. Life happens. Deal with it and be joyful. Right? Look at me. This is not a perfect video, and I still have an abundance of joy. It's unconditional joy. Yeah. So that's what they're talking about. And if you struggle with it, here's a beautiful prayer on the card to support you. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. Oh, yes, Doreen Virtue. Good job channeling that message. Because appreciation is huge. It is everything. It's a state of gratitude that attracts everything according to the law of attraction, everything good that you're asking for. When you're just grateful for your breath, for the clothes that you have, for the friends in your life, or the deck of beautiful oracle cards, or, water that you have to drink, that can also help you to feel more joyful. When you're grumpy and complaining, there is no joy. And also, Raphael is saying and pointing out that it's important to reinforce other people that you're having relationships right now by expressing gratitude. He's saying that nurtures and fosters a feeling of safety, home. So you can create like a home feeling, he's correcting me, homeostasis between you and other in that relationship. He's saying it's a feeling of stability that you can maintain when you provide that gratitude to other people. And I think that he's so right because I've tried it, I've done it, and I love it. And it works. Okay, let's take a look at this card they want me to talk about on the top of the deck, which is hydration. I've been getting that message for a lot of you this week, and I was too shy to text you. So if you get a message from me this week that says drink more water, hopefully you saw this video and now you know why. Hydration is really important. We're flushing a lot of energy with a new 2018 energy. We'll talk about that on the radio show Monday too, by the way. That 2018 has a different vibe. It's, that 2 vibration. When you add the 2 plus the 0 plus the 1 plus the 8 equals 2. And so water really helps you and all of us to acclimate to the Earth's new vibration and to the numerical value that is influencing the hemisphere. So drinking water, staying hydrated during exercise, before sex, after sex, whatever you're up to. This new year, it's all healthy, it's all good, releasing guilt and shame, and drink your water. Okay, I'm being guided to just pop the cards like this for the next message. So this is the children card. Nurturing our children, setting a wonderful example for children, and connecting with children is a message that's coming through for us right now. And, you know, being with children in that innocent energy in a responsible way is so healing for you this week. So if you have children or grandchildren, make time to connect with them in a positive way. This is going to heal the heart and open up your heart chakra and reduce stress, is what Raphael is saying. Okay, so make time for that, and let's do the same thing again and pop open to another message. And the next message is avoid allergens. So this is really important when we talk about histamine. Histamine gets released when our body is feeling an abundance of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. And it's really important that you do avoid allergens to keep those stress hormones down, and also to avoid allergic reactions. Now, what are some ways that we can do that? Well, yoga is a great way to detox and also to reduce stress, which lowers your histamine. Certain foods can increase it and lower your histamine levels. And of course, there's two ways to reduce it. There's the cognitive therapy that you can do, like journaling or talk therapy. That's a way to reduce the histamine. And the other way is behavioral therapy, things like yoga and walking and being outside in nature, which also came in earlier. So these two things lower your levels of histamine, and then you will just feel better and you will feel less stressed. So know that Raphael really wants you to look at that this week. Okay, one more message. Massage. So this card message says, and this deck's by Doreen Virtue, by the way, the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. Massage. So know that it's safe for you to receive. That's the first part of the message that he wants me to emphasize. Some of you are really struggling to feel good about receiving without guilt. So he's saying, no apologies, get a massage, get a self-care treatment, get your nails done, get your hair done. You know, oh, if you're getting your hair done, you've got to see my friend Matthew in Calgary, by the way. Let me tell you about that. If you're interested, hit me up and I'll give you his contact. He does the best hair. Okay. Okay. He didn't curl my hair today, but he colored it earlier this, I think it was this week. No, last week. Anyways, he did a phenomenal job, and I got a little trim, so I'm looking a little healthier. And these are important things for self-care. They really are. You know, massages, manicures, hair, makeup, going to the salon, getting acupuncture, going to the chiropractor. You know, we need to take care of our bodies. And Raphael is saying, we deserve these self-care treatments. They make us feel better. They help us to reduce stress. And it is on the path to being with yourself, loving yourself, which is going back to the beginning message. Okay. You can probably hear my daughter out there laughing in the hallway because I can hear her playing with her friend. And it's really distracted me right now, and also very pleasing to me. I'm grateful that my daughter is happy right now, even though she's distracting me when I'm trying to film this reading. And like we talked about earlier, life happens. I cannot control that. I could go out there and burst her bubble, but why would I do that to try to have a perfect video? F no. No. F perfection. F perfection. Let's just be real this year. There's enough drama that gets tied into trying to and want to be perfect. Let's just put that away. It's 2018. Let's put racism away. Let's put judgment away. Let's put discrimination away. Let's put perfectionism away. It is useless energy. Okay. Want to use this card deck now. I think these are healing messages from the angels. I usually work with either Kyle Gray's oracle cards, which I'm not using today because I'm not guided to, but most of these are Doreen Virtue, if you were to be here, which you're not. You're here in spirit, right? So let's take a look at the message coming through here. It says trustworthy guidance. You have been receiving trustworthy guidance. So many of you have written me this week and said, like, here are some numbers that I keep getting. Julie, what do they mean? Samantha, she wrote me on the Facebook Live, and she was getting, you know, the numbers 111 and 555, and I answered that for her there on Friday. Know that when you get numbers, when you get signs, and when you get those little pieces of messages that kind of are coming in and through, that they are trustworthy. If you know and you recognize the calling card characteristics, what are you feeling? When you hear eat a banana, when you hear call this person, how are you feeling? check in. What do you know? Do you feel good? Do you feel that warmth? Then, yes, then follow. That is trustworthy guidance. And remember, they're like, take a breath. When you act upon the messages that you hear, a blessing will always follow. Mwah. Okay, quick announcements. Tonight I'm doing my Night with Spirit again in Evanstone at 7 p.m. They're like, breathe, Julie. There's a lot of energy at my place right now. And so I'm breathing to stay centered and so that my consciousness is coming through with no ego, hopefully. And so I would like you to come. It's at 7 p.m. Hopefully you can be there. There are lots of events this year, including Angels for Healers coming up on February 17th and 18th. That's also in Evanstone. February the 10th, mediumship, one-on-one. They're like, why is there this deliberate breathing in Julie's video today? It just is. I feel that I should. So mediumship 101 is great if you would like to receive the tools to better communicate with the other side, to talk to heaven, to talk to your loved ones. If it's part of your healing path and your healing career, then I strongly encourage you to attend. And that is on February the 10th. I believe that one is also in Evanstone, but it's a different address. So I have a few peeps in Evanstone, even though we can't find Evanstone on the Google Maps. Yeah, I know who you are, who's watching this video right now. And if it's you in your home, yeah, you're not on Google. It's like I feel like I need a passport when I go to Evanstone. It's so far from the south. Anyway, enough about that information. Then we also have a date with the angelic realm coming up in the spring. And of course, the Body, Soul, Spirit Expo is coming April 27th through to the 29th. I'm ecstatic to be doing Angelic Interventions again this year, 3 days in a row. I'm very blessed to be able to do that. Really looking forward to intervening in your lives, especially for those of you who are suffering right now. So those of you who are in crisis, that are suffering from depression, those of you who are disconnected from your purpose in life. And of course, those of you who have long withstanding health issues, I'm so happy to be able to help you. And when you get chosen for, an intervention, you get beautiful special messages from your angel team. So really looking forward to that. All my events are listed on my Facebook page at Julie Angel Reader and on my website at juliespiritualhealer.com. So your last message for today is it's time to go. It's time for me to go. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.